Hey CitiTurf family, I'm Matt with the Home Pest Control Department. This time of year, we do get a lot of calls about increased pest activity inside the home. A lot of that comes from the colder temperatures outside and your home being a little bit more climate controlled. Now, they can come in through a variety of places, gaps and cracks around doors and windows, where the AC line comes up into the house, where the soffit meets the roof line, and a variety of others. I will say that the most common entry point is going to be around your garage door. For instance, if you walk into your garage door with the door closed and you can see light coming in, then more than likely that's where a lot of things can come into your garage. Now, I think we've all wrestled with grass clippings and leaves coming into the garage at different times of the year. That is the reason why, is because there are gaps where those things come in. Now, for a long time, we've used copper mesh to seal up a lot of different things around the home. For instance, there's been times where we've used it around the AC lines where they come into the home. We can use that to stuff into those areas. Around the weep holes, we can take them and stuff that into there to stop them from coming into those areas as well. Sometimes around the garage door, the trim will come down and it's cut at a 45-degree angle and there's a large gap in the corner. So we can take copper mesh and roll it up and stuff it in there. So there are applications where copper mesh works really well, but there's others that it's just not feasible. For instance, the rubber gasket that goes on the bottom of your garage door, there's times where it's cut about a foot on either side where it's just missing. And it doesn't make sense to go and put a bunch of copper mesh where that would land on either side. But we're so excited to offer you a better solution. Instead of going back with copper mesh, we can now replace that weather stripping that goes underneath the door all the way to the trim. We can also go back with a metal flashing to go around the contours of that trim on either side of your door and paint it to match it. So this is the piece of trim that's on the side, each side of the garage door. And here you can see where it's cut at that 45-degree angle. And whenever the garage door is down, we weren't able to do it for this video, but when the garage door is down, it does allow a very large gap and a hole that's just directly into your garage. So what we've done before is taken copper mesh and rolled it up and placed it into that crevice, and it does stop the majority of things from coming into the garage, but it's not 100% seal. What we really like is, as you can see here, this metal flashing, how it goes all the way down to the concrete and all the way over to the brick. And then if you follow it around to the back side where the garage door comes down, the garage door actually pushes up flush to that piece of brown trim there. And so it is 100% seal. This is something that rats and mice cannot chew through, and it's going all the way down to the concrete. And this is something that we are confident is going to stop those rodents from being able to enter in through your garage. And this last picture here shows the finished product. So you can see how it's a two-tone look, but we did paint that the same color as the 2x8 that goes along the wall, and then also that 1x2 trim up there next to where the garage door is. You can see how it looks like a continual piece all the way down to the concrete. This is something that is weatherproof and rodent proof. Doing these two things can make a significant difference in the amount of activity or amount of traffic you have coming into the garage. This can stop a lot of those grass clippings and the leaves that come in, but it can also stop a lot of the bigger pests from coming in, like rodents, rats, mice, squirrels. Sometimes you get crickets or grasshoppers coming in. This can stop a lot of those things. Now, this isn't a 100% seal. One other step that you can take is go back with a vinyl trim with a rubber flange, and this basically goes around the top and the sides. So it looks like the trim you already have around your garage door, but it just has a little bit of extra rubber that presses onto the garage door as it moves and then rests in a closed position. This will help seal up the rest of those gaps where the garage door doesn't fully meet the trim. Now, not every home is the same, and some garage doors may be a little different, whether that's the size or where those gaps are, but we're now offering you the ability to come out and to seal all those things off and to help protect your home and your investment so that you don't have to worry about these pests coming into your garage. So not only are we able to do this for you, but we also want to offer you a free estimate. So if you can see light coming in through your garage door, or if you're finding debris in the corners or a lot of pest activity in the garage, please feel free to give us a call and see what we can do for you.